here. Who's Aaron Green? Since he gave me this sign, he can't be too close. We're at 2 dots. Remerom Akko Kertzo Gitin. Norman may be leaving today to Israel. Okay, let's start. Okay, holding the 2 dots. Where is it? Remer. Aku Kerso Legitin. The Mishnah says that Aku Ulitzofo is Chutz Loretz. Aku to the north is considered Chutz Loretz. If you bring a get even from Aku, you have to Simfon Echfon in Echtam. Rameir says no, Aku is Kertzo Legitin. Boy mi name Reb Chia Barabo. Hamocha Avdul Surio. A person who sells his Evet to Surya. This is what we call Aleppo. Arom Tzova. Kemocha b'Chutz Loretz Domi. Is it considered like Chutz Loretz? Although, we'll see. Because what it says, so Rashi says that if you sell a slave, Evet Kanani to Chutz Loretz, the person, Chazal penalized the person. Why was he penalized? Because the mitzvah tlu yisparos you can't keep Chutz Loretz. So as a result of selling him to Chutz Loretz, you deny him those mitzvahs. He's penalized. So therefore, forget about it. Howard. Focus on the Gemara. Okay, I see you distracted.
No, it's going to get in the book.
Okay, keep the book. Okay. So it says, so that's the Shaila. Is it Kamocha Chutz Loretz? Oh, lo, do we penal? Amalu Tinisu, we learned the Braiser, Omer. Aku Kertz Yisrael Gittin. So what's the inference? Aku is Leiser Gittin, Gittin in Lavodim Lo. Right? Gittin, it seems, Gittin, you don't have to say for anything else, we treat it like Chutz Loretz. The Kosh came Surya de Mechaktuv, and Surya, which is even beyond Aku, it's definitely, I mean, if you sell the slave to Aku, which is close there, so it's just Lecherus. So if it's Surya, which is beyond, definitely. The 3 levels, Surya is identical to Eretz Yisrael. And 3, it's like Chutz Loretz. If you take the earth, what we call the gush, you take the earth itself, it contaminates like Chutz Loretz. If you sell your slave to Surya, it's like you sold him to Timbuktu, it's the same thing. Maybe get the Surya. If you bring the get from Surya, even a mayor, because Surya is even beyond Aku. Chayeves b'maiser. You hear this? B'shviyas Keretz Yisrael. You have to what? You have to take maiser. It's sabbatical year. Rosli konis bo b'tayro nichnas. The Gemara will explain that if a person wants to come in a box. Chutz Loretz, it's not only metami, not only is the earth metami, the whole atmosphere is tummy. So even if you go in a box, you contaminate. But Surya, the gush, the earth is tummy, but if you come in a box, the box insulates the person. Surya, if you purchase a field in Surya, it's like you're buying the suburbs of what? Of Yerushalayim, meaning the better class neighborhood. Chayeves b'maiser u'b'shviyas Keretz Yisrael. Why is it chayev? Surya is not Eretz Yisrael. So why is it chayev b'maiser and b'shviyas? Ksova kibush yochid shmei kibush. That even though it was David's personal conquest, right? It wasn't a national conquest. Kibush yochid shmei kibush. So therefore, it's considered Eretz Yisrael. Rashi says, what's kibush yochid? The David shlohoyu kol Yisrael biyachad. The kederach shoyu bekibush Yoshua. Shu kulam v'kibshu l'tzor kol Yisrael. It was conquered to everybody. Kodim chaluka avol David lo kovash el l'tzorcho. This is a personal acquisition. He annexed it for himself. So that's since he didn't annex it for Klal Yisrael. So that's the shaila. Is it kibush or shmei kibush? Not kibush. Okay. Let's go further. Rosli konis b'tayro nichnas. But you said the office tomik. So how why? B'shito b'migdol. He's not coming in, but walking in. He's what? He's coming in a box. He's insulated. Tanya nichnas leretz abim b'shito tevu migdol. If you go into chutz loretz in different types of boxes, Rebbe mitame. Even though you're insulated from the ground, but factually you're in chutz loretz. Rabbi Yosef Yehuda mitayer. Why? Because the question, am I goes there? The offer, the atmosphere, or to the offer. Okay, that's the machlokes Rebbe and Rabbi Yosef Yehuda. Vafilu Rebbe lo metame el ber tzami the brisa. And Rebbe only says when are you metame tome if you go in the shid tev migdal in the box. That's only in regular chutz loretz. The gozer al gusha of al aviro, they will go there on both, not only in the earth itself but even on the atmosphere. Avol surya al gusha gozer al aviro lo gozer. They legislate only the gush, the earth, the clump of earth, but not the atmosphere. The Brisa says, if you purchase a field in Aram Tzovo, what's it relevant to? That you write this document, even on Shabbos, what you permit to violate Shabbos, to purchase a field. To buy the land. You can tell a goy to write it on your behalf, right? Anything you're not permitted to, you're not permitted to delegate through a goy. But because of the importance of this particular situation, it was a question of purchasing the land from the goyim that it should no longer be theirs. That becomes an overriding factor, even though it's a shvus. The purchase is an overriding factor. Okay. Torah says l'garish of l'chovim v'leishiv yisrobo, to settle Jews in it. Yashiv yisrobo. So here there's a tosis. Avogad damir l'hakim lovka chov mishvus mishmisha v'yisro l'gozer. Al mishum mitzvah acheres lo chayin matirim amir lovka chovim miloch d'oraisa. It's only specifically Yishuv Eretz, but for another mitzvah we would not. Kidmuka Pergador goes. The question is, we hold la halacha. You have to have a shvus to shvus. You need a double job on it. But because of the importance of Yishuv Eretz, even though it's a single shvus, you tell me directly to write the document. It doesn't make a difference. Okay. Further in the Gemara. Tanu Rabbanon. Eved shehevi gito. Now the halacha is a writ of emancipation, which is called the get shichra. Just as a get isha has to be written lishma, the get shichrur, the writ has to be written specifically to that slave. So therefore, just as when you bring a get isha, the exact same statement has to be said regarding the slave document. Okay. It says in the document, right? You and my properties are transferred to you. He acquires himself in that nechosim. Why? Now let's talk. The shichr of the eved is identical to the divorce of the wife, of the woman. Correct? It says mishum aguna akil barabonan. So when do we rely on the testimony of a single witness? That's only to terminate the relationship. So therefore, as the woman, he's believed. The shliach, identically here, what he's believed, even though he's an eid echod. He's an eid echod. What about for the acquisition that the properties were transferred? That's not aguna. That's not aguna. So therefore, how many edim do you need? You have two. So therefore, he says, with Bryce, Evet shevi gito v'kosabu atzmcha u'nechos ha'iknuyin loch. Shtar Shecher has the identical status as the get, exactly. Of course, it doesn't make a difference. But it's Lola B'Ishu, we treat it exactly the same regarding emancipation, right? So, Atzmo Kona, the Chosmo Kona. Iboilu. What about if, see here, when he wrote the get, the shtar, he wrote, Atzmoch u'nechosa, it's two separate things. That was contained in one document. What about Iboilu? Kol nechosa knuin loch. Mao. So in all my possessions is included the slave. So what?
So if I leave one out, it's a puzzle the document.
No, that's not the question. No,
Okay.
it's not the question. Look inside. We'll read it. Iboy kol nechasa kiruim lochmau. Omar Abayi mitoch shekona atzmo kona chosim. Since everything was inclusive, it says he acquires himself, and since it says kol nechasa, he's part of kol nechasai. So we treat the balance as we treat him. Just as him, we treat him like the woman that we believe the Eid Echad. So we're believing Eid Echad on what on kol nechasai because he's part of kol nechasai. So you believe him totally. Omali Rova, so Rova says tabai bishlom atzmo liknei midava gerisha. Regarding himself, we don't differentiate between him and the gerisha, and Eid Echad is believed. Even though Aguna has no relevance to Evet Kanani, it doesn't make a difference. Elo nechosim lo lignu midid havakim shtoris dalma. When you want to certify a document, how many witnesses do you need? You have to have two. So how could his testimony affect the status of what of the possessions? Hodar Rabbi, so by retract, he said this: B'toch shelo kona nechosim. Since he's not believed regarding the nechosim, because he's neid echod, lo kona atzmo, because he's included in kol nechosai. So just as you can't believe him on the bounds of kol nechosai, believe on him, say he's not even emancipated. Omali Rava, so Rava says bishlom and nechosai and nechos lo dikni. We understand why nechosim he's not able to what to acquire. Just as you have to certify a document, you have to have two witnesses. You have to have two witnesses on that here. But regarding himself, he should acquire himself. Why? A gerisha neid echad is what? A shlich is believed. Elo marovo. So Rav says echad zeh vechad zeh atzmo kon nechosm lo kon. We don't differentiate whether he says you and your chosim kol nechasai. When he says before nechtam, he's emancipated, then the chosim remain by the original owner, by his master. Okay, echad vechad zeh atzmo kon nechos lo kon. Omelei Ravada bar Masno the Rova Kaman. Who do you attribute this to? We're saying even though he said kol nechosai, we're what do we do? We're dividing it. So who do we attribute this to? Reb Shimon dom bepalgim dibura. Over here splitting the words. He said kol, so we should say it's either all or nothing. Yeah, we're able to split it. Palgim dibura. We hear kol nechosai regarding what? Regarding emancipation, but not in regard to what? For him to take possession of what? Of the assets. Did none. What do we see? The Rishim holds Pagit Dibura, Kedan, Hakosif kon nechosav l'avdo. Yotz l'cheres. The person writes all his nechosim to his slaves. He's yotz l'cheres. Shir karka kolshu lo yotze ben chorin. If he leaves over even as much as a small amount of property, he's not. Why?
It's exclusive?
No, because we're concerned he may be the one and included. Reb Shimon Omer, what? Yeah, right. Reb Shimon Omer la'olam hu ben chorin. He's ben chorin. Achi Omer kol nechosei nusun leploni avdi chutz me'echad ribo sheben. Because he may be the echad ribo. Okay? So Rashi explains. How do you see he holds Palginon? The Maida Goloi Ad Shiomar. Yeah. With Kobrib Shimon, the last one line. Kobrib Shimon La'olam Hu Ben Chorin. We say he's Ben Chorin no matter what. Ashmino and Loshno Hechod Dekonach Shar Nechosim Imo Gol Shepirish Hashiur Sheshir Ben Akarka Shir Chutz Ben Akarka Ploni Kona Atzmo Ushar Nechosim Chutz Ben Hashir V'Loshno Hechod Lo Kona Shar Nechosim Gol Shlohiske Shem Akarka Sheshir, because Hashem chutz mi bayis kur, beis kur karka lokono, mishum kar kol echad v'chad ikol meima hainu hu haushir, because you know which one to identify. Afil ochu hu ben chorin, du lav karka, lo shira almo balgin diburei, do kol nechosai. He said kol nechosai. I see. But Yebu say it's effective regarding him. So evidently, seeing is splitting the words lokono eles atzmo. Okay, now, but it's interesting. This is really not Palgin Dibur. This is Palgin Nemonos. Palgin Dibur means you split it. Here it's one word. How do you split it? Palgin must you believe it to be for regarding him, but not regarding the assets. It's not the conventional Palgin Dibur here. Okay, what does he say there? Okay. Okay, let's go further. Samar says, "V'omer Rav Yossi bar Yumi, Omer Rav Nach Api shekileis Rav Yossi es Rav Shimon." Even though, here he says, even though Omer Rav Nach Api shekileis Rav Yossi es Rav Shimon, he praised him for his position. Haloch Rav Meir. We rule like Rav Meir that you get nothing. So meaning, you don't say Palginon. You don't say Palginon. Had Rav say Echod Zeh ve'Echod Zeh, he's free and he doesn't get the Nechosim. Rav Nachman says, even though Rabbi Yossi praised Reb Shimon, who holds Palgino, we rule like Rav Meir. You don't say Palgino. The Tanya, Kshen Nemru Dvorim Lefnei Rabbi Yossi Korlev HaMikro Hazeh Sofasayim Yishak Meshiv Dvorim Nechochim. So if that's the case, Umiyom Rav Nachman Hochiv, Omer Rav Yossi Bar Minyumi, Omer Rav Nachman Shchiv Meira. Okay? Shchiv Meira Shekosav Kol Nechosov Lavdo. The person was his deathbed, he writes all his assets over to a slave, V'omad, and then he recovered. Yeah? He recovered from his illness. Choser ben nechosim, he's able to retract the assets. V'nechoser be'evet. Yeah, yes, you see, it's not like Rav Nachman said before. Rav Nachman said, even though Reb Yossi praised Reb Shimon, we rule like Reb Meir. From what he's saying here, it is Palginon. We don't say it's all or nothing. Because he says he's able to retract from the chosim, but he's a free man. Okay? Samar says, right? It's no question. Because already it was Yotzev. Initially, if he wouldn't have recovered, everything is gone. Right. So how did people perceive him? Like a Bet Chorin. Once a person sees a Bet Chorin, he doesn't go back to be classified as a slave. Elom Ravash Yosem Hanu Taimim Mishum Delav Kruzgitu. Kruzgitu means when you give a get, it has to be a total termination. Termination. One second. Yeah. This horse time labish lo pagid. It's not in the bura. Gomesh. Yotzlecheres elo time mishum dlav kruzgito. The isha ksiv sefer krizes shechri avodim gami lo lo meisha. The ksiv kumt lo niten lo. Yeah, uksiv kosav lo. Yeah. 1 second. El time you should love Kruzgitu, Gabi Ishak Sib say right? So the cable decal mem shero the shiro ray, the nochas lishiro, vulo huska zochamatono, lokosav le atzmcho. Since it's unclear, that's the reason why. It has nothing to do with what? With Palgin Dibura. Factually, we rule Palgin Dibura. Okay. Elom Ravashi Hosman Tamishum Lav Kruskitu. Im Yeshlav Orim, the Mishnah says if they're Orim, Yiskem Chosomov. This is in Eretz Yisrael. In Eretz Yisrael, you don't have to say Fon Nechtem. But if somebody should contest the validity of the get, you locate witnesses, they'll certify it. Irukamo. Right, what's the Irur? Meaning, the get was contested. What exactly? Ilem Irud Chad. Is one person claimed it was problematic. When if a rumor emanates from anything less than 2 witnesses, we totally ignore it. El iritreg. Yeah, el iritreg. Somebody say trade ninu. Right? So it's 2 against 2. I have a document. 2 say it's a forgery. So why do you take on the testimony of the 2 more than the 2 that are signed on the get? So my chos the samchasahani, right? Smochahani, el ir the bal. The husband himself is claiming that it's a forgery, that he never gave it. He never gave the get. What? 1 second. 1 second. No, the Gemara says, he says, if it's Yischam Chosama, let's say we get people who said it's not a forgery. But what about the two saying it is a forgery? Right? It can't be Ira the Trey. If two people are saying it's a forgery, the Mishnah says, so what do? You get two witnesses. So that witness said that it's not a forgery. But two are saying it is a forgery. So what have they accomplished? So it's Ira the Baal. Not because he's not believed. Yeah.
Right.
Two people who said this, two witnesses come say the document's a forgery. A forgery. So Bez now gets witness say it's not a forgery. So it says the Mishnah now gets okay. Why is it okay? It's 2 against 2. So the answer is speaking about the husband's the one who contested it. Then you bring witnesses. If they say these are our signatures, you ignore the husband. The husband's immediately canceled out. You follow me? The Baal's not believed. The Baal's only contesting its validity. So what do you do if you contest it? You bring 2 witnesses. Once you bring 2 witnesses, he's gone. But if the original basis for the contestant of the get was 2 witnesses, so what am I accomplishing bringing another 2 witnesses? It's 2 against 2. It's their word against his word. Okay, next Mishnah. Hamayvi get, we had this before. It's speaking about where he became a what? He became a deaf mute. Person brings a get, he is about to say but he's not able to express himself. If you're able to locate witnesses, you what? You substantiate it. They're identical. Whether you bring the get from DSM to so vice versa, you have to say why? Because you have to locate witnesses. Second. Zuachas min adrochim sheshov giti noshim shrei avodim. It should say it the other way. It says Zuachas min adrochim sheshov giti noshim shrei avodim le giti noshim. Right? Not the other way. Originally they said fonech nechlams by get isha. We say also we apply it to the writ of emancipation. So it says this is one of the things where get isha. The get isha is the equivalent of shikrei avodim. What do you mean? It's not independent. No.
They're saying that she's.
We're saying A's like B. It's not A's like B. Here it's B's like A.
Right.
What does he say there? It's lav davka. He's learning it. The order is not. The order is out of order here. Okay, Mayeni Yochel. We had this Gemara before. What does it mean he's not able to? He brings a get, he delivers, but he's not able to say why isn't he able? Ilay mecherish. Is it because he's a deaf mute? Cherish bar asui gitu. He's not qualified to bring a get, right? V'tenan kol ksher v'lovi is a get chutz b'cherish shoyti v'koton. If he's a deaf mute, he's not qualified to be the shliach. Rav Yosef, he gave her the get when he's fully functional. He didn't have a chance to actually to express it. He became a deaf mute. Okay. Ton Rabbanon. We learned in Braisa they're the equivalent whether you bring it from Eretz Yisrael, whether you bring it to Eretz Yisrael or bring it from Eretz Yisrael, you have to say fun of it. Sheyeshel of 8 kusik, posel. What about if you have one of the witnesses who sign as a kusi? Kusi is not a goy. It's not a goy. Normally, a document that has 8 kusi on it is posel. However, if it's gitei noshchei avodim and an 8 kusi signs, it's valid. V'chol hashtoris ha'olim. Yeah. That says all stars not. Yeah. Come Pirkin the first time. Yeah. Second. Chol get sheish of 8 kusi posel chutz b'gidyon shekrei avodim chol ashtoris oldi berkos. Yeah. Although the signatures are goyim, ksherin. So Rashi says what? It was done in a non-Jewish court.
So then it would be valid?
It's valid. It's valid. Ksherin. Chutz b'gid nosh shurei avodim. But if it shurei avodim gid nosh, it's not valid. U'chdiv Rab Meir, babo. Okay, I think we'll stop here today. Okay.